Charles Ponzi. This guy didn't just scam a few people. He literally gave his name to the entire Ponzi scheme phenomenon. In the early 1900s, Ponzi had a simple, brilliant idea. Hey, what if I promise people big returns on their investments and then use the money from new investors to pay the old ones? Sounds like a genius plan, right? He convinced people he could make big profits by trading international postal reply coupons. Yes, you heard that right. Postal coupons. Ponzi's big idea was to buy these coupons overseas at a discount and then redeem them in the US for a profit. But here's the catch. The international postal system was way more complicated than he let on. Spoiler alert, it didn't work at all. By 1920, Ponzi was raking in millions, and everyone wanted in on the action. People were investing left and right, thinking they'd strike it rich, and Ponzi was paying them handsomely, with the money from new investors, of course. But when the authorities caught wind of his scheme, it all came crashing down. Ponzi defrauded his investors out of about $15 million in today's money, just from a few thousand postcards. Theranos. Okay, this one's a bit of a twist. It's not a financial Ponzi scheme, but it still fits the bill. Meet Elizabeth Holmes, the founder of Theranos. She promised to revolutionize healthcare with a device that could run hundreds of medical tests using just one drop of blood. Sounds like magic, right? Well, it was magic in the sense that it didn't exist. Holmes raised over $9 billion for her medical miracle, convincing big names like Tim Cook, Rupert Murdoch, and even former U.S. Secretaries of Defense to invest. She convinced them, and the public, that she had cracked the code for affordable, fast blood testing. But spoiler alert, the technology didn't work. Like, at all. Instead of running tests with one drop of blood, the devices didn't work properly, giving fake results that endangered people's health. Holmes and her company lied about their tech for years, and the fallout was massive. She went to trial, and now she's serving a sentence for defrauding investors and patients. Bernie Madoff, the king of modern Ponzi schemes. Let's fast forward to the modern era with the king of Ponzi schemes, Bernie Madoff. Bernie's scheme wasn't based on postage coupons. No, this guy had some serious credentials. He was a former chairman of the NASDAQ stock exchange and a well-respected figure on Wall Street. So when Bernie promised steady, impressive returns, everyone believed him. Even Madoff's own family didn't ask questions. Madoff's scam ran for decades. And during that time, he promised investors returns of 10 to 12% per year, regardless of market conditions. In a world of up and down stocks, that sounded like a dream come true. But behind the scenes, Madoff was doing the classic Ponzi dance, paying out old investors with money from new investors. He pulled this off for so long that it became the largest Ponzi scheme in history, totaling around $65 billion in fraud. That's right, billion with a B. But when the 2008 financial crisis hit, a lot of Madoff's clients tried to cash out, and the whole thing collapsed like a house of cards. It was like a big reveal on a financial game show, and guess who lost? Literally everyone except Madoff.